Elon Musk pauses relaunch of Twitter's $8 blue tick plan. NDTV. Elon Musk announced on Tuesday that the relaunch of the Blue Verified badge on Twitter will be temporarily suspended until there is high confidence of stopping impersonation. Musk had defended the paid verification plan by saying that the blue check will be the great leveler. New Delhi. Elon Musk announced on Tuesday that the relaunch of the Blue Verified badge on TW Plus 1393 Chars. Jay Leno released from hospital after suffering serious burns in car fire, The Guardian. Comedian was injured while working underneath a car but is expected to make a full recovery. Jay Leno has been released from hospital and is looking forward to spending Thanksgiving with his family after being treated for serious burns sustained in a recent petrol fire accident. The former Plus 1480 Chars. Magnitude 5.6 earthquake leaves at least 162 dead in Indonesia. CNN. At least 162 people have died after a 5.6 magnitude earthquake hit Indonesia's West Java province on Monday, according to the country's National Agency for Disaster Management. BNPB. Rescuers are digging through debris on Tuesday to find survivors of a powerful earthquake that toppled homes and buildings in a highly populated area of Indonesia's West Java province, killing dozens. Plus 2883 Chars. Her toddler has type 1 diabetes. The signs were so subtle she ignored them. Yahoo News. 2-year-old girl began drinking and eating more. She wet through her diapers. Acted irritated. Mom wondered if it was developmental phase. It was type 1. This past spring. Layla Henshin. 2. Kept chugging water. Her mom Ashley Henshin recalls. At first, she wondered if it was the heat that made her daughter so thirsty. She would drink almost 2c. Plus 8009 Chars. NASA capsule buzzes moon. Last big step before lunar orbit, the Associated Press. Cape Canaveral. FLA. App. NASA's Orion capsule reached the moon Monday, whipping around the far side and buzzing the lunar surface on its way to a record-breaking orbit, with test dummies sitting in for astronauts. Cape Canaveral. FLA. App. NASA's Orion capsule reached the moon Monday, whipping around the far side and buzzing the lunar surface on its way to a record-breaking orbit, with test dummies sitting in FO. Plus 3140 Chars. Iran players remain silent during national anthem at World Cup in apparent protest at Iranian regime. CNN. Before a ball was even kicked in Iran's World Cup opener against England on Monday, Iran's players made a powerful statement. Before a ball was even kicked in Iran's World Cup opener against England on Monday, Iran's players made a powerful statement, in what seemed to be a show of solidarity with those protesting back home. Plus 4939 Chars. The Wild Boy. Sin Kisk joins the fray. Arc System works with his far-reaching flag and special moves to get in on the opponent. You'll wanna up your reaction game. As the child of Kai Kisk, allied king of Illyria, and Dizzy, a half-gear, Sin is 1/4 gear and was entrusted to Sol by Kai as a child to avoid you. With his far-reaching flag and special moves to get in on the opponent. You'll wanna up your reaction game. As the child of Kai Kisk, allied king of Illyria, and Dizzy, a half year. Sin is 1 qua. Plus 824 chars. Laid off from your tech job? Here's what you need to do to boost your chance of getting hired. CNBC. There are still many companies who are hiring now, and being the first to apply will give applicants an extra edge, said LinkedIn's career expert. The tech world has been rocked by mass layoffs as giants like Meta, Elon Musk owned Twitter, and Amazon bleed jobs amid economic uncertainty. The number of IT layoffs in 2022 alone accounts for more. Plus 6157 chars. Mickey Coon, beloved child star, passes away at age 90. Daily Mail. The acting world is mourning the loss of the last surviving member of the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. Mickey Coon. The acting world is mourning the loss of the last surviving member of the 1939 classic Gone with the Wind. Mickey Coon. Coon, who was just 6 years old when he played young Bo Wilkes in Gone with Plus 3726 chars. Todd and Julie Crisley sentenced for fraud and tax crimes convictions. CNN. Reality TV stars Julie and Todd Crisley were sentenced to prison in federal court Monday. Reality TV stars Julie and Todd Crisley were sentenced to prison in federal court Monday. The Crisley Knows Best couple were found guilty in June of conspiracy to defraud banks out of more than plus 1504 chars. Riverside County reports first death of child under 4 from RSV-related illness. KTLA Los Angeles. A Riverside County child under 4 years old has died after contracting a respiratory illness, possibly tied to respiratory syncytial virus. Officials announced Monday. The name of the child and where exactly he or she lived is not being released. But officials. A Riverside County child under 4 years old has died after contracting a respiratory illness, possibly tied to respiratory syncytial virus. Officials announced Monday. The name of the child and where. Plus 1973 chars. Happy Thanksgiving from the International Space Station, NASA. Null. Your browser isn't supported anymore. Update it to get the best YouTube experience and our latest features. Learn more. Remind me later. MLB rumors. Aaron Judge to meet with Giants. Yankees check in on Jacob deGrom. CBS Sports. Here is the latest from the MLB hot stove. While it's possible there's a minor flurry of moves here in the Major League Baseball offseason, Thanksgiving looms in a few days, and that means it's likely to be a slow week. Still, very few free ag. Plus 5830 chars. Warzone 2.0. The 16 biggest changes from the original Warzone. IGN 00. Sheetz lowers unleaded 88 gas price to $1.99 for Thanksgiving week. WPXI Pittsburgh. Sheetz lowered its unleaded 88 fuel price to $1.99 a gallon for Thanksgiving week. Sheetz lowered its unleaded 88 fuel price to $1.99 a gallon for Thanksgiving week. That's $2.03 cheaper than the average gas price in Pennsylvania, according to R, and $1.69 cheaper than the project. Plus 771 chars. Lisa Hochstein claims she is unable to buy diapers and food for kids after ex cut her off. Daily Mail. Real Housewives of Miami star Lisa Hochstein has filed a second, urgent, motion for temporary alimony from her estranged husband Lenny Hochstein. Real Housewives of Miami star Lisa Hochstein has filed a second, urgent, motion for temporary alimony from her estranged husband Lenny Hochstein. In new court documents obtained by Page 6, the 40+2994 Chars. Defendants attack U.S. manipulation of evidence in Oathkeeper's trial, The Washington Post. The Oathkeeper's defendants claim that prosecutors used text messages out of context and videos with incorrect time stamps. Comment on this story. Wrapping up closing arguments Monday. Lawyers for 3 of 5 Oathkeeper's associates facing trial for seditious conspiracy in the Jan. 6, 2021, Capitol riot accused federal +3813 Chars. Acupuncture relieves back and pelvic pain during pregnancy. Study suggests. The Guardian. Analysis shows significant benefits with no major side effects for mother or baby, but more trials needed to confirm results. Acupuncture can significantly relieve the lower back or pelvic pain frequently experienced by pregnant women, according to a new global data analysis of the available evidence. There were no observer +4137 Chars. NASA's James Webb Space Telescope. The most incredible images so far. IGN. A gallery of the best images from NASA's James Webb Space Telescope. Since its launch on Christmas Day 2021, NASA's James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, has been busy at work uncovering the secrets of the universe and revealing the majesty of the cosmos through breathtaking +1466 Chars. Source: Justin Fields did not dislocate his left shoulder. NBC Sports. On Sunday against the Falcons, Bears quarterback Justin Fields suffered some sort of injury to his non-throwing shoulder. NFL media has reported that it's a dislocation of the shoulder. We're told otherwise, per a source with direct knowledge of the situation. On Sunday against the Falcons, Bears quarterback Justin Fields suffered some sort of injury to his non-throwing shoulder. NFL media has reported that it's a dislocation of the shoulder. We're told Oath. +489 Chars. 4 homes now for sale in a prized NYC co-op where units rarely list. New York Post. Among the city's best-kept secrets. The Grinnell, a stately structure in Washington Heights, now has 4 units seeking new generations of owners. The Grinnell, a stately co-op in Upper Manhattan, might just be the city's best-kept secret for now. Replete with spacious homes, a strong sense of community and maintenance fees that are considerable. +8785 Chars. OPEC+'s output increase ahead of restrictions on Russian oil. WSJ, The Wall Street Journal. Raising oil production would partially reverse the group's contested decision to cut supplies in October. OPEC oil producers are discussing an output increase. The group's delegates said, a move that could help heal a rift between Saudi Arabia and the Biden administration and keep energy flowing amid new +430 Chars. Jeopardy! Tournament of Champions winner Amy Schneider feels amazing. USA Today. The Jeopardy! Tournament of Champions battle between Amy Schneider Andrew He and Sam Buttrey has ended. Here's how the winner was nearly spoiled. Amy Schneider is a Jeopardy! Winner once again. She clinched the Jeopardy! Tournament of Champions title Monday after defeating opponents Andrew He and Sam Buttrey for a third time in a first to +4016 Chars. Paramount scraps $2.2 billion sale of Simon & Schuster Publishing to Penguin. The Guardian. Penguin owner Bertelsmann will not appeal U.S. judge's ruling that merger would be illegal because it would hit authors' pay. Penguin Random House, the world's largest book publisher, and rival Simon & Amp. Schuster have scrapped a $2.2 billion deal to merge. Penguin's owner said in a statement on Monday. Bertelsmann, a German Medi. +2925 Chars. Is aspirin a wonder pill or does it do more harm than good? Daily Mail. Doctors began to recommend that anyone over the age of 55 who worried they were at risk of a heart attack could opt to take the drug daily. 40 years ago, a bountifully cheap painkiller was hailed as a wonder drug for preventing heart disease by making blood less sticky and thus less liable to form artery-clogging clots. Doctors began +16656 Chars. First Artemis moon images. How NASA hacked GoPro cameras for space. CNET. Null. Your browser isn't supported anymore. Update it to get the best YouTube experience and our latest features. Learn more. Remind me later. Matthew Stafford re-enters the concussion protocol. NBC Sports. For whatever reason, the Rams dragged their feet about putting quarterback Matthew Stafford back in the concussion protocol. Per a league source with knowledge of the situation, the foot dragging is over. Stafford has re-entered the protocol 3 days after, for whatever reason, the Rams dragged their feet about putting quarterback Matthew Stafford back in the concussion protocol. Per a league source with knowledge of the situation, the foot dragging is +1017 Chars. Warzone 2. Zero's DMZ. Everything you need to know about the game's best new mode. Kotaku. Call of Duty has a new game mode where survival, resource management, and tactical planning mean everything. Warzone's new 2.0 release updates Call of Duty's much celebrated Battle Royale. And it is a very fun time. But there's also a new mode. DMZ. Here, the pace and goals are quite different. Despite taking +15038 Chars.